Hi everyone! We're busy piping the window display cake, which seemed like a good idea at the time, but 6,000 little tiny buttercream dots later, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. Anyway, we're just getting started. This is going to be the top, and obviously, because it's going to sit in the window for a month, we make our cakes for the window out of styrofoam, and I'm just piping away with the right amount of pressure. And this eventually is going to be a dark blue cake at the bottom and go and change shade as we go. So I've got lots and lots and lots of piping to do. Wish me luck. We'll let you know how it goes at the end. As you can see from the last time we saw you, we've made a bit of progress on our little Dotty cake here, and I'm just on to the third color, and there's going to be 3 more because I wanted 6 different graduations of color. So as you can see, it's coming along pretty nicely. My turntable's not coming along so nicely, but there we go. And eventually we'll get to the bottom. This design is not an actual 3 Sweeties design. I saw it online last night, decided to modify it a bit for the purpose of our window. But kind of appeals to me because I'm a Buttercream fan, and when I started the company, we didn't do any fondant cakes. Well, not none, but we probably did, 1 fondant cake for every 10 Buttercream cakes we did. And buttercream piping is one of the great loves of my life because it's incredibly therapeutic. It's a bit like colouring in. And so when I got the chance to play around with the window, I like to have a bit of a good time with buttercream because I think it's a bit more fun than fondant. Don't tell anyone else I said that though. And so there'll be at least 2 buttercream cakes in this month's window. Might be a few more. We'll see how we go. But buttercream is coming back. I'm predicting that the return of buttercream into coolness. So we'll visit you again when we're a little bit further along. Well, when you last left us in buttercream piping land, we were way up there somewhere, and now we've nearly made it to the end. This is just the last little bit that I've got to do, and then this cake is done and ready for the front window. But I thought that I'd just tell you my own little piping tip of the day. Get it? Piping tip? Which is that when you're piping buttercream, it's just all about practice. Practice, practice, practice. You will never get better at buttercream piping until you practice. And the best way to practice is actually to just buy some tubes and tips and bags and go out and buy some cheap toothpaste, just crappy white whatever toothpaste, because that's a really good consistency for piping. And just practice piping, and when you're done piping, scrape it off, put it back in the bag, and start again. So I learned how to buttercream pipe through toothpaste because it's a really good way to not waste a bunch of icing, and also toothpaste won't melt in your hands the way buttercream will if you're gripping too tight. So our cake's done, and you can see that when we started out up here, we started with white, and I just kept adding more and more and more color until I got to the darkest blue at the bottom. And that effect is called ombre, when you change shades of color. And you can see that even my piping got better towards the end. I got a little bit more even and a bit more organized towards the end than it did at the beginning. But in this kind of cake, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. So hope you enjoyed watching.